Hello and good morning. This is Grillenheimer. I found some notes of mine, and I thought maybe I'd already done a video on this, but I don't think I have. And I looked through and a little bit, and I went back like 2-3 months or so, and I couldn't find anything on this. So I could be wrong. Maybe I've touched on this before. Maybe I remember writing these notes down. But let's go this pretty quickly. There's not much here, and it's about yourself. It's about a little bit of your self-awareness and raising your confidence and having confidence in yourself. Maybe not so much where it comes from, but a little bit of the why. And it's all part of us being Christian and what Christian really means for us, means for you. And it can help raise your confidence when you're not a very confident person. And part of that, I got 6 bullet points here. One, you need to care. You need to care for what you have, whether it's materialism, possessions, and the people around you. Care for them. Care for things that is not of yourself, but also care for the things you have, your room, your things, your bed, keeping things neat and clean and tidy. There's that old saying about cleanliness is next to godliness. I don't know how much I really believe that, but you don't want bugs in your home or your room, do you? No. So we need keeping things clean. Will help keep critters away, will help keep pests away. When you keep your spiritual life clean, you also help keep demons at bay as well with Jesus in your heart. So there's a parallel there. So I can see the reasoning behind the old saying. 2, you just need to accept yourself for who you are and what you are. Okay. And the why you are. Now, the why will probably come later in life. You will understand more of the why you are the way you are later in life. You may not understand now. If you're young and you're in your teenage years or a young adult, your emotions are clouding understanding the whys in your life. You need to accept yourself, who you are, what you are, and eventually why you are. And you simply need to, number 3, love yourself. Now, I'm not trying to be, you don't need to be arrogant. You don't need to be self-centered. That's far from it. But caring for what you have and loving yourself, loving who you are, what you look like, no matter how ugly or pretty you think you are. You need to love this. You need to care for it. Once everything is said and done, even Yoda told us that this is not what matters. But you still need to love yourself and love the things that you do. Number 4, understand. You need to understand yourself. You need to understand there is a right and a wrong. And in the understanding of knowing the difference between right and wrong comes from outside of us. It does not come within us. When we try to create our own ideas of right and wrong, that's where the gray area is created. Let me tell you, and that's what a lot of people are doing now, right now. And it's very unfortunate how people are trying to create their own morals. Morals come from outside of us, not within us. Now, the morals do come from God. They do come from Christ. When you accept Him into your heart, things can change. Your morals may change. Him living with you and in you changes you. A lot of my videos have all been about self-change and how being a Christian can change you. And there's a lot of truth to that. 5, knowing God. Knowing who He is, what He is, and that He created us. God. Acknowledging God, loving God, and knowing God. And my 6th and final bullet point under this heading is believing Jesus' gospel. Not just believing in Him, or believing who He is, and believing that He lived, believing that He died for us, and believing He was resurrected, but also simply believing in the gospel, because the basis of the gospel is the cornerstone of our faith and is where it comes from. Believing in the actual gospel itself is very key to being a Christian, and reading on it and understanding it and learning about it. And all of this, understanding these things can build your confidence. It can. And when your confidence is raised, it can raise your faith. And how can we help raise our faith to help raise our confidence? Well, with 3 things. We can read the Word. We have to learn about our morals, about ourselves, about our parallels with the previous people's experiences, on those that followed God, those who followed Jesus, those who believed in Jesus. It sounds like there was a bug or something in the car. Believing in all this and reading the Word and learning what's there can help really build your faith. It really builds your faith. And 2, believing the Word. Not just reading the Word and learning about it, but believing it is real, believing that these things happened, believing that what Jesus did, He did for us selflessly. Is that a word? That He did it for us. He did it for the world. He doesn't matter how rich you are, how poor you are, how perfect, imperfect you are, what color you are. It doesn't matter. He loves every single silly one of us. Every single one of us. Our bad parts, our good parts. He loves us all. And then 3, we don't need to just learn the Word and believe the Word. We need to live the Word. And that's part of what I do these videos for, as well as not just for my benefit, but for yours. And while this is a lot of good information here, I do apologize. I have no verse today. And if your confidence, if your confidence is not help created on a basis of faith in your belief and your ideology behind the love of God and the love of Christ, help spread that love to others, then you may not have a love for yourself. You may not have a love for others. How can you live a selfless life, not getting the full picture of how to live it or why? That's what, especially the New Testament, I was going to say the Bible, but that's what the New Testament is really telling us, is learning to be selfless. So I've got to go. And the world's idea of love is not biblical love. It is physical love. It is self-love. It is very consuming. It consumes itself. There's a lot of pleasure in that. There's a lot of happiness, which is very temporary in that kind of love. It's a love that doesn't last. It's a faithless love. It's a selfish love. It's just the opposite of biblical, concrete, Christian, God-fearing love, which I think we all need. I think there's a lot of people that are missing this. And because of that, your worldly confidence can bring you a cold heart. You may have a need to help others. You may want to help others. But you may have more of that idea of what's in it for me. Yeah, I'm helping you, but what's in it for me? And that's having the wrong attitude of serving others. If the whole time you're thinking, what's in it for me? When in the opposite of love is a world of hate. Gosh, I can't keep my phone, my camera steady. I apologize. I gotta go. I gotta get to it. That's all I have for right now. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the subscriptions. And if you have any questions, I'm not the wisest person in the world. I'm not the smartest person in the world. Just ask God. Go to God. Pray. Go to the Bible. And you may find more answers there than you will ever will from me. Because I'm no preacher. I'm not ordained. I was an ordained deacon at one church somewhere. But go to the source. Go to the source. And with that, I hope you have a blessed day. Have a great day. It's a beautiful day here in the South. God be with you, and we'll see you next time.